I'm talking to Deborah Maxwell, previously Head of Shared Services at Surrey County Council and now General Manager with Arvato. Deborah, talk to me about the move from the public to the private sector and what it's like working for a service provider.
Well, it's a challenging move. One of the big differences that struck me immediately is that you actually have some money to spend in rewarding staff in particular, I think is the biggest thing. Within the public sector you have very limited means of driving some of the employee benefits that you can give, which everybody talks about. Whereas in the public sector you're pretty much limited and have to be a little bit more adventurous, I think, in the way that you do things. Also, obviously, we have the challenges of the economy impacting us, whereas in the public sector it tends to be more of an impact from citizens and also drive for cost savings, but in a very, very significantly different way. One, a P&L is impacted, and in the other one it's just the cost of council tax.
Deborah, talk to me about how Arvato is dealing with the high cost of offshore locations.
Well, Arvato moved its shared services to Dublin in Ireland some 8 years ago to take advantage of the growth within Ireland and the incentives that the Irish government were offering at the time, and also the availability in particular of language skills. Within our shared services we offer about 43 different languages. We employ about 28 different nationalities, and Ireland certainly was core to our success. It allowed us to take advantage of, in particular with Ireland opening up within the EU so early, it allowed us to take advantage of a lot of abilities of European languages within the EU at the time. And with people able to move to Ireland so easily, it meant that we could access any languages from Hebrew to Turkish to Romanian to Russian to you name it. What we found, however, is because of so many companies moving to Ireland, the cost of recruiting has increased significantly. The salaries have trebled in the last 3 or 4 years. We're having people headhunted constantly. We're providing a very good training ground for people in other organisations, and we find ourselves no longer cost competitive in what we now see as a high cost location. The difference between Dublin and the UK is very minimal now. And it means that we have to constantly look for other locations and other ways of providing a good margin for ourselves and a good cost to our clients.
Deborah, is cost everything in an outsourcing relationship?
Certainly the type of clients that Arvato Finance Services attracts, cost is usually a little lower down in the line. Clearly cost is important, but for our clients quality is becoming more and more of an issue. Because client retention is so important because of the rather difficult state of the economy at the moment, our clients are now putting quality at the top of the list and cost a little lower on the list. However, ideally our clients would like a combination of both, which is where the challenges for us comes along, and why cost in some of the higher cost locations, including Ireland, is becoming more and more of a challenge for us.
Deborah, thanks very much for your time.